Today we are in the second lecture of our home automation series. Let us introduce yourself to the equipment. So the first equipment in front of us is the resistor, and it is placed in front of the screen, and the value of the resistor is 1K. So you can buy this resistor from the market. The second equipment we want to use in the project now is the LED light. You can see this is the LED light in front of you. There are two legs of LED. The first leg, which is the bigger leg, is the positive terminal. We called it as a positive, and the shorter leg or the smaller one is called the negative terminal. The third equipment we are going to use are the male to female jumper wires. So you can see it has the point at this end. It is called the male end, and this is the hole on this end, the female end. So these jumpers are from male to female. So we have seen that in our project we are using three things, and the last thing but not the least we are going to use is this board. This board is known as breadboard. We will discuss it later in detail. So let us count the three things. The first one is the resistor, which has the value of 1K. The second is the LED, which has two terminals, the positive and the negative. The big one is the positive and the smaller one is the negative. And the third thing we are going to use is the male to female jumper wires. We have purchased two of these for our project. Now let us move forward. Now it's our time to make the connections like this. For making the connection, we will start from the components. So we are here and we have to make the connection. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to see this thing which is known as breadboard. There is a middle line separating the two parts of the breadboard. You can see it is transparent, the middle line. The upper part is here and the lower part is here, and you already know that our LED consists of two parts, the bigger part and the positive terminal, the smaller part and the negative terminal. We will take this bigger part and place it on the upper part, which is above the line. We will take the negative terminal of the LED and place it to the lower part, which is the negative terminal. So let us do this thing first. So you can see clearly I am placing this breadboard here, and after placing it I am picking this LED. The positive part, I am inserting this positive part to the upper side and the negative part to the lower side. So I am doing this in front of you so you can have a proper view of this. So you can see the positive part is here on the upper side and the negative part is on the lower side. So I think it is perfect. You can see from both the sides. Now what we have to do, we have to connect this resistor with the negative part. So let us pick the resistor, and I am taking this resistor to the negative leg of LED. So I have placed it here. I am showing you. So you can see the negative terminal and of LED and the negative terminal of the resistor are in the same line. So I am taking the another part of the resistor and placing it here on this line of our very own breadboard. So it is connected. Now let us move towards the upper part, which is the positive terminal. So what we will do, we will take this jumper wire, the red jumper wire, and place it exactly above the LED. So it is the positive terminal of LED right now, and we will take this jumper wire and exactly place it beside the resistor, not below the resistor, beside the resistor. Now this is the negative terminal of LED. So we have made some perfect connections. You can see it, the positive part of LED, this red wire, and the negative terminal, this white wire, which is connected with the help of resistor. So this is exactly above it and this resistor is exactly below it. And now beside the resistor we have this white wire. Now it's time to make the connections. Now it's time to make and understand the connections. Jumper wires, resistors and buttons, all things are connected right now. Now we will take this terminal, this red terminal, and insert it in these pins of Node MCU. So how we can do it? So let us move towards the circuit diagram. So in the circuit diagram, the positive terminal is connected somewhere and the negative terminal is connected somewhere. So let us find the ground. The negative terminal is always grounded. So let us find the ground on this Node MCU board. So let me change the picture and you will find the ground. So you can see the thing written G and D is the ground on the Node MCU. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the 7th pin of the Node MCU board. So I am moving towards my Node MCU board and let us see where is G and D written. So I am taking my pen and you can see there is G written here and there is G written here. So I want to connect this pin to this ground. So what I have to do, I have to put it like this, and you can see the second pin is the ground as it is written above. So let me connect this white wire to the second pin. So I am connecting it. You can see it clearly. I am moving my hand and picking this wire and connecting it to the second terminal, and you will insert it perfectly. You can see now the ground is connected to this G and D ground of the Node MCU. The pin remaining is this positive terminal, and according to my circuit diagram, this is connected to D5. What is this D5? So according to the pin configuration, the D5 is this pin. Here it is written 5, the GPIO 14. So we have to count it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This 8th pin is D5, which is GPIO 14 in programming. So let us move towards this 8th pin and see the board again, and you can see this is the D5 pin. You can see the D5 pin clearly, and let me move the camera. This is the D5 pin, the 8th pin. So let me make the connection and connect this red pin to the 8th pin of Node MCU. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is the 8th pin. So I am inserting it, and you can see I have connected it. Let us move like this, and this is connected to D5 as you can see clearly in the video, and beside this D5. So Node MCU and both the connections are perfect. These all connections are very simple, and I can explain it in easy way that D5 or the GPIO 14 is connected to the positive terminal of LED, and the ground is connected to the negative terminal of LED. And before connecting to a ground directly, for saving it, we have connected a resistor as well. So all the connections are perfect and we have successfully made it. The next step of ours is to connect this USB port with our computer. So I am connecting it. And the another end of the USB port should be connected to our Node MCU. So the connections are done, and we are on the Node MCU. The wires are connected. Let us move towards the programming part. As we have made our connections, now it's time to start the programming. So I am opening Thonny and I am selecting the new file. So I am writing my code now from machine. Oh, let us remove the space. I am writing from machine pin, and I am also importing from time sleep. And now as you have seen that we have made a variable like this and then call a function, and we have assigned the pin number. Now it's our question that which pin number should be assigned, because we have connected our pin to D5 of the Node MCU. If you see it clearly, you can see the D5 has the name of GPIO 14 in programming. So what we will write here 14 comma pin dot out. Now we will write a simple for, as I am writing for range, and I am giving it the range of 10, and after giving it the range of 10 I want to on it. So I am writing a code from our side, and now we will save it, and after saving it in MicroPython hardware, we will run it. So let us move towards the video part. So everything is perfect right now, and this is the hardware. So let me click on the run button and we will see the output on the hardware in the real time. So I am clicking on the run button, and before clicking I will let you know that the loop will run 10 times and it will do the LED on and off. So I am clicking on the run button. Yes, now you can see this is our hardware, and LED is exactly following the schedule we have given it. So you are now familiar that how to make hardware connections and how we can control all the things with the help of these simple Python programming techniques. So it will go off after completing the loop 10 times. Thank you.